Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck with me, Lord Farquaad. It's great to have you back as always. So we've come down to part 7. Can't believe it. 7 hours, eh? 7 hours of talking to myself. Right, so let's jump in, see where we were, see if we can get to that magical Ops 10 by the end of the hour. And we're back into the game. So, where did we get to? So, we were Operation 9. Get that going. Speed up. And we've unlocked our first miner. Now I just got to build the thing. So, this final hour, so 6 to 7, for me, what I'd like to do is I kind of show that we can get to Ops 10 that first 7 hours, which for a new player now would be, I think, pretty immense and give a good indication of what, if you're picking up the game today, where you would be able to get to in that kind of those first 2 or 3 days of playing the game, what you would be experiencing. I think today has shown it very, very well. And for those in the community who are on Discord and have seen what's been going on with regards to Fartasia and Lacard being shut down, it's a big shame. What it's done has given me and a lot of us, especially our legacy players, the knowledge to be able to plan. And what this has done is hopefully shown the last kind of 6 hours worth has shown that planning is key, and that is what we are all about. It's all about planning, with resources the right way, using your time efficiently in the game to be able to get to where you need to. So I need to do a lot. Astro Studio, oh god. Dried up B9. And so I've got a lot to do today to get Astro Studio. So I think that, if I remember correctly, that was done on a research. Where is Astro? Pair assembly line 9. Check that. So, get that done. I have a feeling I don't think I'm going to get to my target of 10 today, which I'm really disappointed at, actually, because I really wanted this layout. Okay, yes, I don't have second builder, yes, I don't have standard research, so why are you keeping them there? Why? Silly. It just fills up space that doesn't need to be. Not enough space on this screen as it is. But as I know, currently there is a faction hunt. So I just need to hit 1 red. Get. Oh yeah, well I won't be. So I know that officer recruit event on. Reminds me I need to do it on my main, actually. Do it in a bit when we are doing some warp. So what we're going to do is we're saving these up. So look at that. See, by me not using these at all, I've got 503, which is a huge amount. Of stuff, and this really does give us an opportunity to start getting those initial players, initial officers that we know that we need in the game. That we need our mining officers. But I think, look, so now I've got Chen. That in itself opens up a whole heap of opportunities. Now I've got next gen Riker. Points. Are we getting any points? So we've got Crusher. Got Riker. I don't know if this sounds bad. It does. Fine. So let's see if we've got any rewards from this. We're going to start building up our standard hostile crew. I need to remember off the top of my head which one is which. So let's double check on the officers. Where it is. Let's just double check who's got. Break up. Got. Where's that? Is Johnson Doctor the equivalent of McCoy? Okay, so that's McCoy. We've got to have next gen Crusher, and Troy is at the enemy one. Who's that other little cherub that I haven't got? Oh, which is down at the bottom. Who am I missing out of those? I think it's the Forge, isn't it? The Forge is the equivalent of your Ahura. So let's see if I can get Ahura in the next poll. On the recruit, see if I can get those. I've got Talon as well, so that's good. And now I've got the Forge, which is brilliant. So that gives me now my standard hostile grinding crew, which for me, many of us didn't even know about it. Back in the day, many of us did not even have a clue who these people were, what they were doing. I know there's not an XP event on, but I don't care. Let's max him up to 5. I know I'm not using resources when I'm supposed to be, but it's about preparation and planning. For me, I've got to grind, and I need to ensure that my crew is as strong as I can. Go and hit some of these players. So, hit some of these players, hit some of these. What do we call it? Sorry. Brain is not switched on today. Got 101 million going on at the moment. It's bad enough that I've got to spend 3 or 4 hours hitting reds for faction hunt, and I hate faction hunt so. Sorry, Scopely, but it's a tediously boring event. Yes, the reward good, but suck. Back. Pretty much level across the board there. So now I feel that I've got I've now got my core hostile crew that's now going to take me all the way through to Pike and Moreau, which crazy thinking about it now that you'd be pretty much running the same crew every day for a long time. So what I want to do is want to go out of here while we're waiting for some very, very slow loading time at the moment. It's been quite a lot of lag for the majority of the day. Been finding that out, especially around event reset time. There was a huge amount of lag. Not even, zoom out today. Playing some right silly buggers with me today. Right. Let's build this fortune and we can start moving some of these missions along. 15, 15, 15, go. So what that's going to do now, it's going to give me the opportunity of getting some of those resources mined now and carry on, and it's a bit quicker, and these are going to be my first. It's going to take me all the way up to an envoy and then through to Horizon and then through to faction miners. So this just giving me a load more resources, and it's opened up some more missions for me, because this is where we got to in the last time. Missions were a little bit on the tight side, which meant that things were a little bit difficult. Let me zoom out once I've gone in. Very. That's very interesting that it's not allowing me to actually zoom. Right. I want storage. Let me zoom out. Either that or my keyboard's just gone completely and utterly kapop, but that's fine. So we're gonna have to go old school here, and as I can't zoom out, see where things might be, I can either reset, which I think I'm going to do. So my apologies on this one. Again, this is the joys of this game and issues that does occur where you're going okay and then boom, can't zoom in, can't zoom out. What's the problem there? I don't know. But again, like the last episode, but what we did do is we went through nearly 5 hours of gameplay before we actually had our first bug. Then hour 6, we got multitudes of different bugs, and then say within the first 15 minutes of this, another little issue has come up. So let's make sure I've just done my officer recruit on the main. Boom. I think that was right. Yeah. All I can say is don't try and have multiple accounts. I don't even have the time to do my main. Talk about having alternatives. So at this time, right, let's see if I'm going to be able to get everything back in play while we are doing this. Ah, there you go. Nice bit of reset. Yeah, my base has disappeared, but I don't care. I don't care. Right. So let's get zoomed out on this one. And let's go and do some exploring. So where were we? What did we have? We had this gentleman down here, who was, if I remember correctly, at a... It was a boss, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, a boss. Yeah, this little buggery poop down here, and it's against the triangle as well, which was the problem with coming up against. So everyone knows Ben's ability. It's against hostiles, and a yellow is not classed as a hostile. So you need to kind of think outside the box here, and so thinking about reduction here, and hopefully what we'll be able to do is get that, because of the synergy in play, we hopefully get that going. Bunch of guys, these are. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in. We need to go mine some par. That didn't correctly. Here we got. We've only got one miner. Moment, which is a shame. That's a skill miner. Next, let's get. So my requests I've got from mining 100 pastel. So then I've got tricks. Let's get that 100 par done, which should be nice and quick. Where are we? So let's collect these before I forget. So it looks like what I'm going to have to do is I'm probably, I'm not in the next 40 minutes. I'm not going to make the Ops 10. I can't see how physically I can do it because of certain research here. Speed ups. You know what? You only live once. Let's use the speed ups, and we're just gonna power through some of this stuff. Power. So I need shipyard 9 for the research. So I need pastel 9, dry dock A9. Oh wow, this is a proper level up job, isn't it? What do I need for R&D? Warehouse. So my warehouses and stuff aren't too far off. These are always quick builds anyway. But we'll keep at it. We'll keep at it and see how it goes. So let's have a look to see if this new crew, which is, you're going to say, your standard hostile crew, and moving out and putting kind of, you can't have Chen. Chen doesn't work on yellows. So we'll see if now, with a better crew selection, can kill it. No, still only halfway there. Okay, so I've got to carry on looking at that again. Let's get prepared. What do we have in regards to another event on? I think there is a ship upgrade event on right now. XP spent. Okay, so as there's an XP event on now, and ship XP is a commodity that don't have enough of. I'm actually going to use it, and I've only got 760. So I'll bring that to 19. How much? 132. That's more than I've got. Okay, I'm not using more of that in a moment. I don't think right now I will be able to defeat that shit because the triangle is killing me. So let's move this around, and we're going to go do some exploring because we know from our experience that there are hub systems have not been to. Let's get to these hub systems and have a look. Can't move around. Okay. See, already I'm looking at this going, wow, the amount of par that I've got now, the amount of trit that I have now is significantly more than we had when we first started. We were having to mine 24/7 to get enough par to be able to do our buildings, and it just shows where a little tweak in the game dynamics with regards to the rewards and the events and the 10-minute chests and everything from there can really speed up gameplay for many players. Oh my God. Building, search. Training. Fine, I'll get done. Yeah. Really frustrating me. I can't kill that shit. And that happens a lot. That's going to happen a lot in this game. For many a soul, you get in there and you're just like, why can't I? Why can't I? Pain in the bottom. Why can't I? Right, while we're doing that, let's get the next one. Nice and quick. Because we know that we're going to get locked on the research because we don't have the right. Any missions in this system? Let's have a look. Any missions in this system? No, but do have a miner. Oh, with no trit on board. Do we have a miner with trit on board here? Any miners with trit on board? Oh, it's got par and trit. Oh. Right. You're dead. Attack! Nope, wrong button. Attack! That's too powerful for me because it's up 10. What else? Is that it? That is it. Okay. So let's move to the next one. So where is it trying to send me off to? Well, that's not exactly a distant star, is it, down here? Z. Too far. Oh. There we go. Not too far. There we go. Let's have a gilly gander in regards to what is in Kara Alpha. I think. Oh, actually, we got more. Go and kill it. Oh. So as soon as I get to 10, I'm so going to some of these hub systems, and I'm just going to blow everything up. I really am. Just for a laugh. Because why? Because I can. Can't do it in your proper game. Gypsy has depleted a node. Sorry, I'm mining with the Devore up in deep space. That's enough mining for now. Keep mining. 11 million points out. Job. Am I going to win? Am I going to lose? Cha-ching! Right, so it wants me to come down here. A very full cargo now as well, which means oh, but I don't care. 14s and 12s, 8s and 7s. Come back and kill him. 9s, 10s, stuff 8s, 10s. I can't do that one. But let's have a look at the power boards while we're here. So when we first started, we've already got players who are 2 million. So this is what server's 2 and a bit weeks old, and there's already people up at Ops 27. That is crazy quick. That's just unimaginable. It took probably a year of just grinding and stuff to get to Ops 27. That's either big grind or that is just does really surprise me how quickly. But let's say there's elements within this that allow quick progression, but also with Scopely further monetizing this game. What it's doing is really kind of say you can buy your way to the top. Don't need strategic. Don't need yeah. So yeah, you can literally buy your way in. And looking at some of these packs, early level packs. Didn't have one. Obviously, we didn't have second builder. We didn't have second research. This is looking at the pack sizes now for what you're going to get. 1.2 million, 450. Yeah, the lat at this time is great, but and the speed ups. P shields gives a rats. Yeah, the way I see it is P shields are great, but they're there for night times when you're asleep or when you're not in game. If you're online, you don't need to. And if you're in territory, even say, I'm still sitting without P shield and haven't had a P shield for the last 13 hours and haven't been touched. But maybe on more active servers, you're going to get more likely to get hit. On ours, no chance. Nobody can be bothered to move around TC that way. Yes, my keyboard is loud. It's because I have a very old school keyboard I like to have raised. So, my apologies about the... Right, let's get some more missions coming in. That's our first time getting in Raws. Oh, the jelly. The jelly. Jelly Mark 1. What a widowmaker of a ship that was. The amount of captains that he was. But then the North Star came out and it was completely obsolete. So, absolute waste of time that jelly is. Because I think now, especially back for us, you'd have long times at specific levels. And you'd have to really work to get up on the levels. Now you don't, so the jelly will be just passed over so quickly that it's not even worth the. Fortunately, it's just not even worth the effort, because people are going to buy it just because it's a looking ship. And so, where are we? We're up here. So we haven't been to Grenfell yet. Let's stay at Grenfell for the time being because we've got some stuff coming this way. So we'll start doing these hub systems. Yeah, sorry. Thought I'd got attacked, but actually I'm not. So yeah, let's look through these subsystems, work our way through, and say start exploring the map again. And because we're opening things up strategically, trying to utilize our travel time as we're moving along, that means that when we do get missions in these systems, so look, there you go. Could have potentially missed 10 missions there if I hadn't stopped. So things like this, where we've got to this point now where Ops 10, it seems to be Ops 10 is where the kind of the game really starts to kick in, and it's like, right, you've done your ramp up, you've done your learning. Now it's time to get serious. Let's flood you with as much activity as possible to keep you in game, because that's what it's all about. Because if you decide to take the game and you're not progressing fast enough, you'll just put it down, and then you then are left behind. And there's a fear of being left behind in this game, and that is what is driving and motivating many really to kind of keep pushing and either to spend that hard-earned cash on packs and stuff, because it's the fear of being beaten, fear of I'll come back online and everyone's jumped up 10 ops levels, which in this age now can happen easy, which is crazy. So they're saying it's open, but it's not. Wait, while we're here, let's see if we can get anything for away teams. See if we can get some more. So who we got? Hell. Let's put Riker on there. Yay! 100%. Let's use this time wisely. Done. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Lots of aces and minors. There's got some 2 here. Oh, right, someone's grinding 11s there. Potentially 9s. Also, that's one thing we didn't know that say, hitting one of those, easy. Hitting one of those, it hits hard. And that is another one of those. I didn't say I don't grind intercepts, I don't grind battleships. I only hit surveys, and I only hit else in the system, and I only hit okay, so maybe potentially there's a if you can hear rain, my apologies. It's raining in the UK at the moment after a very hot day. So hostile here. What's he at 1.92 again? It's going to be another one of those pain in the backside ones that I don't feel I'm going to be able to do right now, especially as I am on weak health at the moment as well. What I am going to do. Oops, that will not. It's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be going on in the next release following the maintenance tomorrow. Are we getting a new ship? Do we get Riker? Do we get Worf? Sorry. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what we get. The question is, how many new bugs are going to come? And are they going to change something in the game mechanics? Like they always do at the moment. Are they going to change the targeting? Are they going to change the, I don't know, the mining rate of things? What the? How'd I lose? Huh? Really? Oh. Well, that wasn't good, was it? That serves me right for not looking. Right, repair. Then back out. There we go. Right. I know that I can't finish it, but I've got other grinding stuff to do. So let's move. Where am I? I am over here. I haven't opened that one up yet, so we'll move around and we'll do that one. Let's see if there's anything we can speed up with regards to. No, I pressed the wrong button. That still frustrates me. let's have a look, see what research we can get on with while we are waiting, because we can't do. It's the one I want. Oh, yeah. So I can do repair diagnostic. That's great. Okay, we'll get that on the go, and let's carry on building our in-base stuff. I bet you once that does it. And this is what happens. So earlier on, when we were kind of talking about building and about ensuring that everything is leveled up in kind of in tangent with the ops level you're doing. That really does kind of just shows there really, because what's happened now is I hit that roadblock. Yeah, it's really kind of showing that it's like, yeah, I wasn't following my own plan. I went off on a tangent, and yeah, it's not. Right, where is this chip? Sorry, I'm talking. This is the thing. I'm not used to talking when I'm playing. we all play in silence, or while we're on a video call or something like that. Actually concentrating and talking about the game while you're doing it. So big up to the streamers who do it live. That's just it's pretty immense to be able to think about that. Me, I'm not the most organized individual in the world, so I know that Ultimate DJs and he plans his videos very well and his podcasts and everything from there. Me, on the other hand, I'm just a wing it. Let's wing it and see what happens. Type of individual. Even if let's go up to. So the question is, do I come here or to kind of just open up that system? Still got Risa over there that needs to be done. Or do I go and look? Okay. What have I got to do in Risa? Have a quick look. Was it kill some more hostiles in there? Or have I got a boss? Right, let's come back to here. And that will give me Ruby Run. Is Ruby Run. It's a shame that so much is heavy. This shows really how far they want to. I really want to push you to level up, because it's just that upgrading your ops level by 2 in a day kind of really is showing what is going on. Okay, so we've got Russian in there, German, French, English. I'm guessing the Wolf Alliance are the guys who are going to be dictating their rules on this server. Sounds very familiar, but I don't know. Does anyone else on 147 find that familiar at all? No, I guess we'll find out and see, won't we? I am really. Right, okay. Kill me. Oh. Against the triangle. My pain in the ass. We're coming down to the last 15 minutes of, I would say, of 7 hours of gameplay. And it just kind of shows what a free-to-play can do in 7 hours. Compared to a spender again, missions I can't do because my ship's not strong enough. I need to go and grind some hostiles, probably, to level that ship up. Because I don't have the XP to spend. Not going back to Risa again. Let's go and do some exploring. What I do. So we've got a mining stuff. Where am I? Where's my base? So one was. So we know that we need to go and do, what's it, 2,500 of that. So let's go and try and find a big node. If I get hit OPC, I really do not care. 3, 5, 16. Let's do. We'll do it from there and then we'll get it on the reset. Back out. Okay, so we know we need to get over to. We'll go up to here. Oh, actually, do you know what? Let's just go and do some of these missions and open them up. Open some of these systems up, and we're now moving from kind of say the lower depths of kind of neutral space into the middle, and then you kind of say the main area is kind of say up to Regal, and then from there that's when it really starts to kind of get into the nooks of it. Really, we're moving up here, and I remember spending a huge amount of time around this area here back in the day, where it was all about mining, and had what did we do? We had the certain, again, back when systems were busy, hiving was the way forward. Hives do not work, I'll tell you that for sure. In the point they do, but once you've got someone in there, it's very difficult to get them out. I've set up enough hives. I've had some successful ones. I've had some very unsuccessful ones. So, righty ho. We've got 12 minutes. 12 minutes. So I'm guessing what my like I said, my prediction was that I wanted to see how far we could go in 7 hours. I thought we could go to level 10 as a proper kind of say as a free to play, trying to use speed ups and strategically and lat to not waste these early resources. But looking at it now, would I carry on doing the same way my gameplay is? I'm guessing yes, because it will come in useful. It really will, especially the lat. Want to go and do win an event? You want to do something? You can just drop it. Yes, I'm a bit underpowered at the moment for level 9 because my ship's not there, and I could spend the XP, but I need the ship XP. How do I get the ship XP? By spending the lat. So, yeah. Could I go and grind it out? Yes, I could. So, looking at things like that, it's definitely a way. I think that you could probably have another hour on this with builds, and you could easily, well, I'd say after 8 hours, you would be at a level. I think you could be a level 10 player easily within the first 10 hours of playing, which most people when they start an app would be maybe day 2, day 3. You can be a level 10, and that's when the game then starts to kick in. The PvP element comes into it. Gets a bit tougher. The missions are a bit more. There's more to explore. Your warp ranges. Your more research. So really, for me, kind of the way that I see it now, and for any new players joining the game who may stumble across this series as a kind of a what is the game and how does it work? Is it something I should invest my time in? Give it a go. Give it 10 hours. Give it 10 hours of gameplay over the course of 2 or 3, 4 days, and judge it from there. If you can get to level 10 and you still feel, do you know what? I like my alliance. I find the game kind of, I understand the game's dynamics and how it works. And yes, it's not all 3D and WWE and stuff like that, but open up. So what it's kind of really showing is that give it 10 hours. If after 10 hours you find it as boring, put it down, go away. If you feel that it is for you, but you need to kind of go at your own pace, go for it. Remember, you don't have to get to level 50 in a week. It's not that type of game. Oh, I can hear thunder. Hopefully the electric doesn't go out. So that is the way you've got to kind of put your thinking in. And if you go, do you know what, that first 10 hours, I loved it. I was tempted to spend money, or I was like, do you know what, I really feel that I'm understanding the kind of the way that the game is laid out and the kind of there's something there because I've got to kill something. Probably got to kill something. Where am I? Oh no, this is just a random one, isn't it? That's why. I thought, why am I going to a place and I'm not doing it? So yeah, so if you kind of really feel that kind of you kind of got it into your brain, if like I want to invest my time into it, it's a great game. It's frustrating as hell, but get in with a like-minded alliance. Remember, it's a game. You are a character in a game. If you want to be the biggest pirate and the biggest pain in the backside, go for it. If you want to be a nicey and just plod around and do some mining, go for it. If you want to do the both, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a grunt, if you just want to kind of be a bit of a follower, just do it. Nobody's going to judge you in this game. Yes, they will troll you, but they're trolling your character, not you. You have to remember that. It was something that for me, when I came into this game, I played one kind of type of character and flipped it and went full evil and a right pain in the backside. But that was the character that I was playing, and some of these individuals in the game were taking it too seriously. They thought that was me as an individual, but actually it's not. And that is what you've got to remember with this game. There's somebody on the other end of that screen, and you don't know who it is. It could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be a child, it could be a grandparent. It could be someone who's black, it could be someone who's white. And people don't think when they type in. People just need to think a little bit more about what is the character and what is the individual behind that character. And I think the line gets blurred and people cross that line too much. And it's disappointing because this is a game that kind of brings people from all over the world together under one banner. And really, people should kind of say, treat people how you would like to be treated. Yes, I could be called a big steaming pile of horse poo, but you attack my family and say you're going to come around my house and kill my kids and make me watch because I hit one of your ships. Learn the line between it's pixels, my friend. Yeah, you need to just take a step back and calm the Farq down because you're not going to get anywhere in life like that. Yeah, the evil. Say if you can differentiate between the threats. The great thing is there is a block button. Can report people to Scopely if they are being abusive, if they are being offensive. You can screenshot everything. Someone's being like that, screenshot them. Screenshot it and sort out. Don't need to sort out my thing. Because that's your safety blanket. Having that there as proof of what's going on. This is a great game. And to say I've made some very, very good acquaintances over the last 2.5 years on my server. I've made some people who I could easily enough go down the pub with and have a drink. And there's some people that I just know that it's not somebody that I would like to in real life hang around with. But has it brought us all together in one big alliance? Yeah. Is this place an escape from the problems of real life and money matters and mental health and relationship issues? Yeah, you can just jump online and become somebody else. And it's not going to hurt anyone. Just, you're coming in, you're just playing, enjoying yourself. So, sorry, I've been nattering on about stuff. Sorry, I know that we should be talking about the game, but say the game is the game, the players are the players, the overlords are the overlords. We all just work together. Things have become easier. So we're coming down to the last 2 minutes. This has not been the most eventful. Unfortunately, this has not been the most eventful. So this has not been the most eventful of ours, because I was really hoping we'd be able to get to our PvP and start cracking some heads, but unfortunately, I need another hour. It sucks. It really does. So, but what we have done today, we say we've got the fortune sorted. We've got starting to make our headway into build times, making some dents, really building the groundwork to get to these higher levels that we need to get to. Because really what you're looking for is, right, you need to get to 10, and then you want to get to 15, then you want to get to 20, then from there you want to get to, say, probably 24, which gets you your Kamari, and then you take your Kamari all the way through to 28. It's the 26 ships. Go to 28. Those ships, your Saladin, your Bortus, and your D3. D3 I wouldn't do, but your Bortus is a grinding milk float with a massive cannon on it, and a Saladin is a nuke that's got a piece of paper stuck to it. Then you kind of go through, right, okay, you'll get to 30, you'll open up more bits, then you've got to make sure that 28 get in your Vidar, or that you've got to get your Franklin 28 your Stella as well. The 28 your Stella as well. And then you're kind of moving it on further, and you're kind of looking at all of the there, and you can go, right, do I go and invest into 32 and miss 34, or do I it's the 32 ships and goes to 34, which says your D4 and your auger. And this is one of the things for me. I went down the Enterprise route, and I get chewed up by augers day in, day out. But stick my Enterprise in an Armada, and it will last for, you'll be last man standing. So it depends on the gameplay you're doing at that time. Lucky enough for me, I've got a jelly, which then gives me a with skin. So I'm grinding big hostiles well above my pay grade from there. So let's get this ship back to base. Just finish off these missions. And we'll get everything collected. Yeah. Brilliant. And let's finish it off. So, look, thanks everybody for joining me for these 7 episodes of Back to Where It All Began. It's been an eye-opener to me to see really how the game has changed over the last kind of nearly 3 years. Speaking to others, they've seen the changes, and even say in the last 9 months, the amount of resources in the game has helped, and the kind of the changing of the push towards further ops levels is really kind of helping. So with this series, hopefully what I've done is I've shown the legacy players what the difference is between when they started and kind of starting now. To those new players who are starting, who are kind of moving into mobile games potentially for the first time, invest at least 10 hours of game time to start with. You'll then be able to make a very informed decision as to whether you want to stick with the game or if you want to move on to something else. Again, this is Lord Farquaad with a What the Farq Presents. Stay safe, and I'll see you again next time.